is fall. Let's get into this color. This is giving me pumpkin spice latte. Boom. Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you are new here, my name is Miata. Welcome. As promised, in today's video I am going to be updating you guys on what's been going on. What really prompted me to do this video was I got a few messages in my inbox from some of my subscribers, and they were like, sis, where are the videos? Why are you not consistent? Which is fair, because the whole point of being on YouTube is to provide your subscribers with content, and I'm not offended by my subscribers asking me, where have you been, what's going on. It's totally fine. That means you guys are engaged. It made me want to do this video to kind of give an update or an explanation as to why I haven't been consistent on YouTube. This video is going to be a little bit all over the place. There will be some updates, some story times, so just bear with me. In May, I got back to the US from Dubai. That same month I went to Colombia. I was in Cartagena, Colombia for about 3 weeks. I know you're gonna be thinking like, I was in Colombia for 3 weeks so I fixed something. No body parts were altered while I was in Colombia. And yes, I do have a vlog on Colombia. I just haven't had the time to edit, so it is still in my computer. I have been putting it off for so long. At this point, I don't know if I even want to put out a Colombia vlog. Comment below if you're interested in seeing that vlog. I might do so. If not, we're going to skip Colombia vlog and just keep it pushing. So getting back to the US, my initial plan was to find an apartment and do a short-term lease for about 6 months and then go from there. That was around the time where inflation was at its peak, gas price was crazy, rent was and is still very high. The apartment that I used to live in, I called them and I was like, how much is your rent for 1 bedroom? They said for 1 bedroom, the 690 square foot 1 bedroom was going for $2,000. And I'm like, wait, what? What? $2,000. And if I was to do a short-term lease, that would be even more. $2,000 for a 1 bedroom apartment. That is a mortgage. It just did not make sense to me. My friend that I went to Colombia with, when I got back to the US, I was staying with her in the process of trying to find an apartment. And it was during that time I told her that I really want to consider buying a house rather than renting. And she offered to let me stay in her house while I go through this whole process of buying a house. Just talking about it make me emotional, because nobody have ever done that for me. It is making such a difference in my life right now. If you're watching this, girl, thank you for letting me stay here rent free, because you are helping me tremendously and I'm so grateful for you. That brings me to my next topic. The end of July, I decided to really go forward with the house buying process. Through my credit union, I set up an appointment with a financial advisor. In that consultation, he went over basic financial stuff like my income, my debt to income ratio, my credit, and pretty much where I stand currently and what I can do to improve those numbers to put me in the best position before I even apply for a mortgage. What I really got from that meeting was, sis, you have a lot of work to do. You need to get to work ASAP. After that meeting, I literally went into grind mode. So the first thing that I did was I got a side hustle. Between my main hustle and the side hustle, I was also trying to lose weight. So between those 3 things, I was busy. For the past, I would say 4 months, I've just been in a work, save mindset. And that is really what been keeping me away from YouTube. Now that you guys know why I've been off of YouTube, let's get into what's going on right now. Once I made the decision that I wanted to purchase instead of rent, the next step was to do my research and figure out where I wanted to live. Housing prices are very high in the Metro Atlanta area, and I'm not trying to be house poor. I had a budget that I wanted to stick to. I started doing my research to find other states that are comparable to Georgia that I can move to and my money can go a little bit birder. One day I was on Google, good old faithful. I remember typing in best affordable places to live in the US. The first place that popped up was Huntsville, Alabama. So some of the states that I was considering were South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, or Austin, Texas. Alabama wasn't even on my radar. I was like, you know what? Let me check out Huntsville. Looking at Huntsville, I was like, Huntsville is not a bad idea. It's 3.5 hours drive from Atlanta. I can have easy access to Atlanta if I do want to come for a visit. So I started to do more research, and the more research that I did on Huntsville, I started to actually be more interested. Within a couple of days, I had found a real estate agent in Huntsville. I found a couple of communities that I wanted to look at. I scheduled an appointment with him. I had a trip planned out to go to Huntsville. I told my friends and family that I am moving to Huntsville. I even told my boss I was moving to Huntsville, Alabama, and he was like, why? And that's the reaction that I got from everyone that I told that I'm moving to Huntsville, Alabama. They were like, why? I don't want to go into all of the details of this Alabama story. To make long story short, within 2 weeks of me deciding that I was going to move to Alabama, I went there, saw 2 properties by 2 different builders. Because of an incentive, I ended up signing a contract with one of those builders. I put down the earnest money and we scheduled my initial design center appointment, which was virtual. Prior to signing the contract, I had to pick the lot and the floor plan that I wanted. This is where things started to kind of go left. The lot that I wanted was not available. I ended up settling for a lot that was okay. And then for the floor plan, I really wanted a 2-story house, but the 2-story floor plan did not have the layout that I wanted. So I ended up going with a 1.5 story. So the front looked like a ranch house and then the back was a little bit more elevated. Because I've already compromised with the lot and the floor plan, I felt like, okay, at least I can design the house to how I want it to be. So we're having the design center appointment. The sales agent, she's going over the different options. The prices are inflated and the options are very limited. For example, one of their other communities in the same Huntsville area has the exact same floor plan that I chose. The master bedroom had a tray ceiling. I saw this online. So I asked, does the master have a tray ceiling? And her answer was, we used to have that option and we don't have it anymore. And that was the pattern of our meeting. At the end of that meeting, I really started to reconsider my decision of going with that builder, but more importantly, do I even want to move to Alabama? That night, I prayed about it and I went to bed. I woke up the next day with this confirmation. I called the preferred lender that I had been pre-qualified with and I told them that I was no longer interested. I called the sales agent and I told them that I wanted to cancel my contract, and that was the end of my Alabama house buying process. Once that whole thing was behind me, I decided, you know what, if I'm going to do a new construction, it would be my best interest to do it somewhere where it's driving distance from me, because I'm a hands-on type of person. If it was up to me, I want to see every nail that go into that damn house. I want to see it. It's not feasible to be flying to another state or driving to another state every week to look at the progress of the house. That's when I kind of reconsider, maybe I should just stay in Georgia and purchase a house that is a little bit outside of the metro area. So on the weekends, I would drive to different areas to kind of see which areas I wanted to stay in. Initially, I wanted to be closer to the airport because I do travel a lot. But when I started looking at properties south of Atlanta, let's just say it's a no for me. Nothing against Southside. There's some beautiful places south of Atlanta. A lot of celebrities live on that side of town. McDonough, Fayetteville, Peachtree City. Those are beautiful places, but I decided to stick to north of Atlanta. I told myself if I do stay in Georgia, I don't want to be in the mix of all of this traffic. There's too many people in this metro Atlanta area. People that are moving here, they want to be in the metro Atlanta area. They want to be in the mix of things, and I just don't. I grew up here, so I'm over the hype. I love Georgia. This is home in America, but there's too much going on in Atlanta, so I wanted to be at least 45 minutes to an hour outside of the city of Atlanta. And thank God I work remote, so I really don't need to be in the mix of it. During that time of me driving around looking at different new constructions by different builder, I ended up really liking this one floor plan by this builder. So once I decided, okay, this is the builder, this is the floor plan that I really want, I got in touch with a real estate agent here in Georgia. His name is Raymond. He's actually a YouTuber. I really like him. He's super easy to work with. He really does pay attention to the details. If you are interested in working with him, his information will be in the description below. Once I got in touch with him, we literally hit the ground running. I already knew what I wanted. I told my realtor, I was like, hey, I have this floor plan with this builder that I really like. So he and I went, we saw the model home. One of the houses that I did the walkthrough with my floor plan, it was in the process of being built, but I was able to see the layout and the structure of the house without all the stuff you see in the model home that kind of distract you from what the house actually looked like. I saw the floor plan that I saw online and I instantly fell in love with it. Even my realtor fell in love with that floor plan. So that just helped me make the decision even faster, because when I saw this house online with that layout, that was exactly what I wanted for the house in Alabama. Another thing is, with this builder, they give you a lot more opportunity to customize your house as opposed to the other builder. It was in my price range, which is the most important part of this whole process, the price. I would say the only con is it's a little bit further from Metro Atlanta. Well, not really. It's really not. I'm not a driver. I don't like to drive. Like my friend usually says, she said, girl, that house is not far. To me it is, but it's not. It's really not. The location, the builder, the floor plan, all of that was picked out by early October. By the time we went and walked through the house, I was ready to sign that paper. As of now, I have signed my contract with this new builder. I had to put down 3% of the house costs for the deposit. That's a lot of money. So there's no backing out of this one, or else I'm screwed. And I picked my lot. I had to pay a lot premium, which I am more than happy to, because I actually love the lot that I picked. I have only one neighbor beside me, so I only have to deal with one neighbor. Okay, what else? Oh, I did the initial design center appointment. To keep this video short, I will be putting that in a separate video to show you guys all of that process. Right now, we're just waiting on permits to start the building process. Whew. That was a lot. So that is what's been going on for the past 4 months. I was very reluctant about sharing this on my channel. I don't know, I'm just one of those people that like to move in silence. What really made me reconsider sharing this journey on my channel is that I have been watching other people YouTube videos of them sharing their house building journey on YouTube, and that has helped me a lot. And what really keep me excited about this whole process is looking at other people's videos, seeing that they actually made it and they're at the end, their homes look beautiful. Because trust me, it was a lot of stress going through the qualification process with the lender, and they're calling you every other day to send them some new document, and with interest rate just keep going up and down, it is stressful. That is why I'm sharing this journey on my channel. Somebody else out there can watch this and learn from the mistake that I have made, and would probably make in this whole process. Throughout this process, I will continue to make videos documenting each step. We're chipping away the hard part and getting to the fun part. So I am excited. I really want you guys to come along this journey with me. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification button so you don't miss any of my updates. And if you are a subscriber, thank you for hanging in here with me. I promise you guys I am going to bring more content. For now, it is going to be mostly new construction building content because that is the major thing that is happening in my life right now. So travel content will be minimum. If you have any questions for me, leave it in the comment below. That is the update of what's been going on with me for the past 4 months. This video was probably all over the place. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in my next video. Bye.